I had for years had this idea of wanting to do something about brothers, and just generally something that explored that kind of archetype of brotherhood and the kind of tragedy of brotherhood. And I wasn't sure exactly what the way into that was. Like, I thought maybe it might be a coming of age type story or something that was more kind of within my personal experience. But then my dad at a certain point approached me with the idea of us finding something to work on together. After he stopped acting for the time being, he had some sadness about the idea of us not ever getting the chance to work together. So a couple of years went by and we weren't sure exactly what we would do, but then it turned out that he independently had this idea of wanting to do something about brothers. So that became kind of the anchor for us. And we sort of arrived at the idea of this guy who's living in the state of self-banishment, where he's just living in the middle of nowhere, completely off the grid, and his brother shows up, who he's estranged with, after 20 years at his doorstep without any kind of seeming reason, and with this kind of mysterious premise. So that became the scenario, the basic scenario, and we weren't sure exactly what the actual circumstances of their estrangement or of his kind of self-banishment were. And we just ended up kind of following these characters into the dark, which was actually like it was a really beautiful way of working compared to, I'd written other scripts where I'd gone in with like a really specific outline and kind of a roadmap where I knew exactly where it was going. And in this case, we had nothing like that for the most part. It was basically just very, very playful and kind of a lot of improvisation, and just following them kind of scene by scene into this strange atmosphere that kind of suggested itself in the first 10 pages that we wrote.